It's game day! But first I have to go get Aaron from his sleep appointment. It's so early. I don't want to be awake this early. Morning. Not necessarily sure what I'll be able to record while I'm in there. It is a hospital. After all, it's not just a typical sleep center, but it is like 6:15 in the morning. So, kinda gotta ask who's at the hospital. I figured I'd just take the stairs because why not? Fun. Car's check engine light came on last night while I was driving home. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Just bing, and I'm like, please tell me this is nothing like super serious and this is just like telling us that the engine air filter needs to be replaced. We'll see what's going on up there. Morning.
Morning.
This is a strange experience for you.
Yeah. It's like going to sleep in a hotel where they wake you up and make you uncomfortable and stick electrodes to you.
Yeah. You still got Gippy there and there. Back here.
Apparently you put dry erase marker on the top center of my head. It'll come out with a little scrubbing.
You have.
Yeah.
Guck.
He also put an electrode there.
I don't see the dry erase marker, but
And probably came off with a little bit of scrubbing.
you want to go home and shower?
I want to go home and shower.
Alright. I was like, I didn't realize you'd be so gooky all up in your hair and stuff. And
Yeah.
so you just gotta get dressed and that's the end of that?
Where's my shirt? Yeah.
My shirt.
He moved all of my clothing after I took it off.
I know, that thing's over there.
Yeah. They're set up for sleep studies, not dealing with people who are partially blind, so things change.
I think the shirt's on backwards.
Nope.
The escape.
It's on the back.
Alright. I have some juicy details to tell you.
Oh God.
You guys are probably going to find out about midway through this video. Hi, it's 1:55. I just sort of laid down for a little while and sort of kept my eyes closed, focused on my breathing for a little bit and just sort of rested everything because I didn't get much sleep last night because typical anxiety before, but yeah. And then plus that generalized worry, kind of like the first night I didn't sleep well when Aaron went off to Turkey. He's doing Neltharian's Lair. Right?
Yeah.
So, it's, don't gotta be to the field till like 4, so we still have 2 hours before it's even call time. I've had a peanut butter and honey sandwich to abate any sort of hunger pangs that would arise from eating at 9 o'clock in the morning from IHOP. I almost said Olive Garden. But I figured I'd just check in a little bit here. It's gonna sit down, do some like stretches and stuff. Start gearing myself up and ready to go because it's so late in the day. For like Arlington, this is gonna be a thing because we're gonna be driving most of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Or even to the Bearcats. That's 2.5 hour drive, and then whatnot. Anyways, so, but even like right now, we'd be getting close to wanting to leave to get up to the home field because that's in Woodland. I will chat with you guys probably when we get to the field, and then I will hand the camera off to Aaron and
Switch cards out?
we don't have multiple cards.
Yeah, we do.
Well, then we need to figure this one out later when you're not in an instance.
Alright, we're here at Hare. It's 3:49, and since Aaron doesn't have to be to the field, we're just gonna like go with things and like just have him pay to get in. Just,
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah. And then he can just come over to our side and whatnot and do like what he normally does, but just have to pay to get in.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah, you have the $10 cash, right?
Double checking. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that's that. And he has the charger, the battery. So we'll get to see how well that charges the camera as it goes. And so Joel and Darvell are here, so I'm just gonna head right in and go figure out where our locker room is. Oh good, Sean's here too. All right.
Alright? We're gonna show it! Come out there with an attitude and aggressiveness. Run! Run in!
Had you up there. Pass! Ball! Pass! Pass! Theo, he's coming to you. Get him, Theo! Run!
Oh God! And then we went to overtime. Oh wait, no, I had the ball. I went all the way
So that was not nearly as bad of a score as it was 2 years ago. Benson did not shake my hand. Where did Willie go? Let me get. Willie probably already walked off. Went back to the locker room. What? Of you? So
I'm going to call 70 plays, and I guarantee every one of them will get a
if we frame it kind of against the thing, just for a picture, so I could actually have a profile picture, do we want to just like, in a weird way, I'm thinking you stay behind and I track this way.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm kind of getting over the thing. So what it is have the scoreboard in the background, kind of like over my shoulder.
Yeah.
And there aren't any lights in the way, and you can get a full body picture.
Yeah.
If you need to, tip the camera sideways to get a vertical picture. I would have said done the other way, where your wrist goes outward. You could put your water, like, come on, you have 2 hands.
Yes, I know I have 2 hands.
All right, now let me suck in. All right, so still recording, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Which probably means those are going to be sideways.
That's fine.
Oh, they don't rotate anyway, because this isn't a camera.
Yeah. If anything, I can still rotate it.
Yeah.
So it was what, 21 to 16?
Yeah.
That's a typical score, and like Miguel said, we had a lot of special teams problems. Our offense was not an issue, and we had a pick. On my side, it wasn't my pick. It was Mike Newton's pick, but, you know, the receiver got outside of me, and I got a hand on him. And it pushed his shoulder pads.
What was with, like, the fact that you had 4 different uniforms out?
Oh, because we had guys that don't have uniforms yet because they paid the week after, so their uniforms didn't come in yet. We have guys from Bellingham that didn't have a uniform at all. So as long as they
That's what dogs are. Okay.
dogs,
Dogs.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's that. Bannings.
Sure.
So, yeah, and to be fair, you know, we did lose against the Pit Bulls, not by much, and oh right, I looped it. Can I help? It's looped through the pad. Yeah.
This one too?
Yeah, but I think I can get it. It's that weird asymmetry. I have arms that can,
yeah.
like I can get this thing, I can get this arm a little bit further around. It's sort of like, all right. Well, I gotta say, You know, when I was out there on corner, I was not against the slough off receiver. I was against Cody. And you saw him, most of.
I didn't know who was
Uh-oh.
who.
What's going on here?
I want to say good game, brother.
You did your job against trying to kill their quarterback.
Well, I tried to
They
get
started
him.
swapping out quarterbacks
Yeah.
real quick after.
Yeah, and then they started to cut me. So
Yeah, well,
they play dirty. It's all good. We got like 9 more attempted games. So
yeah. Well, this one was just a vengeance game. It wasn't really anything that counted.
yeah, it was mistakes that got us. So as long as we capitalize on
And it was not even our
Yeah.
core mistakes.
right, it was just mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, that happened. Good job.
And
man.
like a lot of things that we didn't, you guys didn't know of the rules. Like
Yeah.
Caden got that, he got the thing and then ran it in.
yeah,
Or the fact that you guys know to get up and run with the ball. Like Willie would have got that touchdown, but not in their league.
it is what it is. Good job, man. I'm gonna go change.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll see you Saturday.
Or anything midweek.
Yeah, if we have anything this week.
We should. That's Ford. If you were wondering. Didn't read the jersey. Here, we're leaving the. Taking girdle off, going down. Basically what I came in with. It's also really, really loud and stuffy in the locker room.
Yeah.
It's nice and chilly out here. Ow, that hurts. You need actual clothing. And like guys get hooting and hollering in there, so it gets echo chambery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not something I need. There are some guys that are like, why didn't you put Theo out there more? And I'm like, what's going on here? But again, like I said, Benson's the only one that didn't shake my hand, and we know why.
Yeah.
We know why.
So, why weren't you out more? Because you
Just
told me.
rotations.
Okay. You told me you were on defense and kickoff.
Yeah, but not. I mean, how many DBs do we have?
I don't know.
We got a lot,
Okay.
and not everyone gets used. I only really have the skills this year for specifically corner. But even when I was guarding Cody, I wasn't slacking that off, and a lot of it is, at least with this game. Where'd that shirt go? There it is. It's a tiny little fission shirt. Is that ours, or is that just
That was already here.
ain't no bomb, right?
If it is, it hasn't gone off yet.
Man, does Bannings have a Wi-Fi?
I think so.
No, it doesn't, because we have to work on their 3G random 4G in between the two freeways to get the Pokestop, and that's why he runs back and forth a lot. I mean, I want to go someplace with a Wi-Fi, because I want to kind of browse my phone, but I want Bannings. But anyways, as I was saying, a lot of this game was to see, how do you do in a game situation?
Yeah.
And, do you go after it? Do you do all this stuff? That's all about. Then I'm gonna have to grab that phone. I'm gonna have to grab that picture
Okay.
off the camera. We had one guy, maybe that was an ACL tear at halftime. And he just stood and then kind of fell on his butt and rolled onto his back. And then they had to pick him up and
Yeah. So, either the battery is freaking amazing, or this battery in the camera is freaking awful.
I would say that our portable battery is amazing.
Yeah. It's still at 4 dots, which means it's got more than 750 milliamp hours left. Sorry, 7,500.
Yeah.
This thing has been running off the battery most of the game,
All right.
and its internal battery is now 1 blip down.
All right.
Power bar?
Huh?
Power bar? Or you already eat it?
I already ate it. I
Okay.
ate it like before we went out.
Okay.
But yeah, Willie's parents were here. I don't gotta give anyone a ride. I didn't hear anybody going out for meals, but then again, no one's really local here.
Yeah.
So,
And no one really wants to celebrate.
but there might be midweek practices, as you heard.
Yeah.
There probably
There
should be.
ought to be, yeah.
So,
Ooh, legs. Things are settling. Coffee's pretty much done. Morning. I've already served up my breakfast. There's the aftermath of sorts. So, what did I leave you guys with? Back at the car. We went to Banning's and I had tachos. I should download that from Snapchat so I can show you guys. I mean, they're not. They're tater tot nachos, but yeah. Savings. Nah, I will figure that one out later. And then I had the mud pie, which is kind of a coffee chocolate whipped cream ice cream pie thing. It's not a I think it's just espresso ice cream with like a crust around it. It's not actually a pie. But then again, when all you have is like chocolate pudding and a pie crust, is that really a chocolate cream pie? So what really constitutes a pie these days? So I have breakfast. I have fabric pressing against my knee. Actually, I know when that one happened. That happened during kickoff. A kickoff, not the kickoff. Just saying, it's morning. It's 9:38 right now. Feels like today's just going to be constantly late. I don't want it to be, but that's how things go. Especially when I sleep in. Get my breakfast. I'm just going to play WoW for a little bit. Try to get my mind out. Awake, up, out, I don't know. I've got coffee, I got yogurt, I got this, I got that. I've had my pills, so. Oh god, do I still have my... I had some bruising from here, from my undershirt, and whatnot. Let's open up the Wowhead client first and upload everything. I'm looking around the camera like I can't move it. So, I mean... I don't know what more to say. It's morning after. I have a skinned knee. Probably have a wonky wrist. I have a sore butt. Well, the whole day's gotten off to a little bit later start, but then again, I didn't get up till like 9 o'clock, so... Also, I'm having a bit of phlegmy day today, for some reason. I don't know. So it's like 3 o'clock and we're here at Freddy's. But we beat the rush at mod. It was actually kind of refreshing not to have a rush at mod. And there seems to be a lot of open parking here, so who knows? Well, they've had the time to get the carts back. So we're not like scrounging for like carts and whatnot. Do you need drugs? No. Okay. I figured I'd ask that now. So you can go get it. It'll be ready. We don't have to wait around afterwards. 8 bananas. Wow. Very large bananas too.
Yeah.
See, those are the ones I'm always looking for. 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Yeah. So seeing the 3 on the top, 2 on the bottom is just weird. The kid, they're getting stuff from the deli and the kid called them smushed potatoes. And I'm like, that's technically what they are, but that's not their name. You didn't hear the kid, he called them, but there's no smushed potatoes. I'm like, that's adorable. That's not what they're called, but they are that.
Yeah.
Protein flatbread with low carbs. Oh boy. Kind of wondering what America finds at Easter when there's just so much candy left over a week later. It's like, who eats this shit? Apparently nobody. Nobody wants Easter candy. I mean, we got full chocolate, like solid bunnies for $1.14. Nobody wants jelly bird eggs. Like, I think it's the fact that just in general, like people like candy. I mean, obviously Halloween candy, obviously Christmas candy, but when it comes to Easter candy, nobody wants it. Nobody wants fruit punch Peeps. Oh.
Peeps dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, most people don't like Peeps. It's you know, that's why there's the meep. What, you know, the meeps, the meme. Like, what's the best way to eat Peeps? Throw them in the trash. And now, you know, who really likes Whoppers? You do.
I love it.
I like Whoppers too, but not enough to...
Yeah.
I like Whoppers. Not fancy colored Whoppers that cost more. But yeah, like November 6th.
There was no candy left.
Yeah,
Well,
there's...
no, there was candy.
Oh, there's candy left. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. Yeah, there were still giant bags of candy left that people didn't want to spend that much money on, but are actually still a really good deal. What is it, that big bag of Child's Play or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's those big bags. I think I got one for Willie too. I was like, here, have it. Oh my God, like it just had all the things in there. It's like, I didn't think they made these bags anymore. I'm like, most people don't buy them because they're like $50 when it comes to Halloween, but after Halloween they're like $9. Which is like 1/5 the price. And they're probably like $25 to begin with, and they go down to like $8. But that's still, it's a drastic reduction in price for what it is. Ocean Current has its tank tops out. That's good. I'm still swinging by this table seeing if that green shirt pops up, but it's not looking like it.
Looks like you're in the red one's gone. Oh, no, it's here.
Yeah. Yeah. And looks like Fission's bringing out its tanks too. Made in Pakistan. Oh, they got a red one? I don't know. Not time to be buying tanks. Just because I wore one this week. All day, not just around the house. You don't need anything? No?
No.
Morning. It's looks like the rain that was supposed to come in Saturday. We did have a Sunday. There was a whole day in between. I was gonna say, it looks like this rain that was supposed to come in last night during the football game's now coming in. Wait a second, there's a whole day in between there.
Oh yeah, there was. But it did rain yesterday.
We weren't outside much.
It did. It rained kind of hard while we were up last.
Okay. So I know when we got out and we were talking in the car, I didn't have to flip the wipers on or anything, but I'm trying to figure out all the things that I may have said, and I don't know if I did say or not. Yeah, apparently the Renegades are not coming up, but they did not fold. So I'm like, they're kind of a well-established team. I don't see why they would have folded. And people were like, well, I guess they did. And the Vipers moved over to PFL. No, like, why are you listening to G-Man Crew? Like, if Antoine says it, it's like 95%, you know, a troll, and if other people say it, they're just trying to get your goat. That's what the group is there for.
So G-Man stands for goat getter?
Something like that, I don't... It's... Twan just does his thing. He has no ill will, he just sort of wants to stir up friendly banter conversation. It's just that what it is he trolls people that are highly trollable, and they get irritated. And then those people who are getting irritated by Twan's trolling are then like wounded prey to the trolling predators. The ones that usually sit by until they see weakness and then they pounce. I say it's trolling scavengers almost.
Yeah.
But, you know, when I look at the group, I've got like 69 or 79, whatever, of my friends are in this group, and I'm like, I just don't want it. Problem is like, I don't want to see it on my stuff all the time. I unfollowed the group for a while, but then all my friends were commenting on stuff or liking posts, so they were still showing up. And I was like, I don't want to read this shit. It just angers me that, and it's not that I'm angered by the trolling, it's that I'm angered at the fact that there's so much, you know, in a weird way, there's just an obsessive amount of verbal abuse. And I know it's not bullying in any way, it's just, it seems unnecessarily conflictory. What's what I'm thinking of? Combative.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, it's not really my thing. And I've been a little happier about the whole football culture ever since, even though people are, and I'll get people in the group chats like, did you hear what they said on G-Man? No, I'm happy. I'm happy not knowing. I'm cool. I'm cool. But it's just, there are times. So I thought that they were going to drag out this final battle thing for like one season sort of thing and build up to it. It seems like it's coming to a head real quick.
Don't they typically do half-season arcs?
Yes, and they have longer stuff. They do, but it's just like the amount of like bum 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 that they're putting on the final battle is sort of like, we haven't heard of any cancellation of the show.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you have bum 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 the final battle and expect to go on more?
Yeah.
Of course, like I said last time, or last Monday, we also defeated the Goa'uld and still found something worse. On Stargate.
There's always something worse.
In this case, or in that case, it was an actual religion, not faux religion. But in a way, it was still a faux religion too, because they weren't gods. They were just hyper-ascended human beings, or
Yeah.
whatnot. Well, at least our phones are doing a really good job saying, I cannot find a data connection, even when we're on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So, I'll know when that goes away. And like I said, and like I've been telling Aaron, I'm not sure if it's just a coincidence that they both roughly happened kind of at the same time, or if there is something about the fact that our phones don't have data, so everything runs just a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But we also had a major update to the operating system.
We're on Nougat. Android 7.
I know. I know. I momentarily thought you were mispronouncing nugget.
There's a
And here's what was really
library, I think, for Visual Basic called Nougat, N-U-G-E-T.
Yeah. And there's also but what was really funny is because we were dealing with, like, back when I had my, not my Razor, when we first had like Android smartphones, when we had like my Katana, it was still like old style flip phone stuff. Yeah. But when we first got it and we had my, what was that thing? I had 4G, you did not. I had like the super phone.
You had the
Photon.
LG... Photon?
Yep. I had a Motorola Photon. Had the kickstand and everything.
Yeah.
Then we upgraded to the HTC ones.
1.7.
Yeah. And so that was when we were dealing with Raspberry Pi and Ice Cream. And Ice Cream was the operating system and Raspberry Pi was a tiny little computer. And that was confusing me because they were both desserts, but they were not related to each other in either way. And I'm just like, you guys need to, there are so many other word and naming conventions and nomenclature out there. Why can't you just separate them? Why does everything have to be sweet and cute? I mean, you know, God, as much as I bash on Apple, they just like OS 9, OS 10, OS 11, OS, we're taking your soul.
No, it's still 10. It's been 10 for years.
They finally...
OS X, 10.9. 10.9.8, I think.
But they're gonna have to outdo it because we're at Windows 10 and they don't want to be at OS 10. But they're not. They're at OS X.
Yeah.
0.9. Sometimes I just want simple names. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. Anything you want to say?
Not really. It's been pretty uneventful for me.
Alright.
Bye.
Alright, so I'm finishing out the vlog here because as I see by average watch time of at least the weekend videos, the diehards, the really diehards are already out at this point, are up to this point. The ones that are watching for football left Sunday morning. Just been dinking around on WoW trying to, so I started this on Snapchat. And I don't know, I've just been kind of wondering if I'm truly feeling what I'm feeling. Oh, no, okay. That didn't come out right. I want to help, and I want to be a bigger influence on things. But I wonder if my delusion, if it's a delusion that I actually am that. Does that make sense? That and this kind of goes handedly with the game. We lost. And I didn't, it's not, none of it was, as Malcolm says, none of it's my fault. No one play decides the game. It was a conjoined effort. But my brain says, well, maybe, of course I'm dying of what ifs. I don't have a lot of answers. I'm angry I don't have answers. Go back to a white screen. Because it just seems like, I don't know. I don't know what I said to Malcolm. Snapchat doesn't have stuff. What I was saying, it's like, I just want to do more. Maybe I'm not as big a cog in the machine as the machine operator needs me to be or something. I'm getting lost in the metaphor already. But my problem is I'm having a discrepancy between what I think and what is reality. And I'm trying to figure out why they don't match up. And every time I ask people why they don't match up, well, it's just the way it is. You can't control it. Yeah. But I had this all planned out on the walk up. I came back here to formulate my thoughts, and I think the fact that I was thinking them so hardcore made me kind of lose them. But I guess it's also, is it unfounded? Is it, obviously it's a level of control. Because an outcome happened that was not favorable. And I feel that I could have done more. Is it arrogance? Is it selfish? I don't know. I'm trying not to think of it as a bad thing. But it might be. It might be a bad thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get better. I could do more, but I get worried that my training so hard is going to injure me and it's going to hurt everything in the future. Don't train so hard. It's not a catch-22. Train too hard, get injured, don't play. Don't train hard enough, don't get better enough, don't play. That's where my brain's stuck at. I feel like I could have done more. And it's entirely possible I'm taking a football game entirely too seriously. Anyways, I gotta get around to editing. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Trek Tuesday. Bye.